Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is the Sacred Portal Oracle and today we are doing a pick a card on something that I'm very excited to do and I'm very excited to start adding more of to the channel, and that is singles love readings. I don't know if I'll get into relationships right now, but I know that I really want to do more relationship readings, more singles healing type of content. So this is, I don't know if it's the first one, but it's the first one for me in a while. So we have a singles love reading. We are looking at how you can call in the romantic partnership that you truly desire. How do we manifest that? How do we call in the one? That's what we are looking at today, because when we energetically align with the love that we want to receive, we end up like creating and calling in that person for us. It's a very beautiful experience. It's a very beautiful process and experience. It's very empowering and it lights you up. So I want to look at the cards and see very general how you may be able to do that as well. So first pile is this pile right here, pile 1 with the rose quartz. It's a very light colored rose quartz, but at the end of the day, it is rose quartz. Then we have an amethyst here, pretty little amethyst. And then we have a carnelian. Carnelian is pile 3. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. If you are returning back to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If the reading resonates, go ahead and like and subscribe. Before you pick your pile, please take 3 deep breaths in. Let's do it together. Ask your guides to guide you to the pile that has the message that you need to hear right now. Something that they've been trying to get across, a message they've been trying to get across to you about your love life. Ask them to show you which pile has that message in it for you. And that's how you choose your pile, please. And if you need to go ahead and pause the video, go ahead and do so while you make your selection if you'd like to meditate a little bit more. If not, go ahead and skip to the timestamp below in the description box, and it should be in the comments. Hello to my beautiful lovelies who chose pile number 1 with our rose quartz here. We are going to take a look at what it is that you need, or how you can go about calling in the one. What energies do we need to clear up? How do we get our boo, our bae, our ting into our lives as soon as possible? First thing that we have is the garden. Oh, that is beautiful. First thing that's coming, oh, lavishing in your abundance. So whoever this is, you really got to understand and know your worth. I wonder, we'll see. Let's see, the emotions. We have frustrated and sad in reverse. Then we have, let's move this over. Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame. Each day my light grows brighter. And lastly, we have the power of self-talk. When my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. So, move this out of the way. So the first thing that I'm definitely picking up here, I see that you've got to get way better. It's like, it seems like you're frustrated that you haven't found the one. Like, you know that you're good enough and you can't understand, like, okay, well, if I'm so great, if I'm so good, where's my, why am I not in the partnership that I desire or require? And yeah, you're getting frustrated. I think you're thinking about age, timing, the people and their relationships around you, what they have going on. And it's just making you maybe even begin to question your relationship status or yourself, or what you have going on. For you, I feel like your person is waiting, he's lingering, he or she is like lingering in the background, like they're already in your field. I don't want to say that you know them, but there's somebody who's in close proximity to you, and who it is actually going to shock you. It's going to be very shocking for you. With this Bridget, I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter in this garden. It makes me feel like you have to with the power of self-talk, you've got to like focus on more affirmations and like building yourself up. Like, I'm an amazing woman, or man. Any person would be so happy to have me. I am great in relationships, and like positive self-talk instead of questioning why you don't have it. More so calling it in by knowing that it's coming and speaking that to yourself. So let's look at your tarot. I'm using the Angels Tarot deck. So this is like a more lighter deck, and I think that is good for love. So let's see. What do my rose quartz need? Ace of Air, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation and a challenging beginning. Let's see what else we got. 10 of Air. So the first thing I hear is taking a breath of fresh air. So maybe changing your environment. Change your environment from the people that you're around, or even if like you have other single friends, or friends who are in relationships who complain about their relationships, take a little step back from those people. You need a breath of fresh air. You need to be more so instilled in your own beauty and your own magic, because when you really concentrate that energy, that calls somebody in very quickly. And even in the process of doing that, it's like you kind of forget about it because you're so engulfed into your own magic, into just your own energy and frequency and the beauty of it and the awe of it and all of those things. King of Earth. Yeah, this man, I'm going to call him a man because the man is what's coming up for me. There was another card. 9 of Air. I'm going to pull one more before I talk. Yeah, the Wheel. Ace of Water. Oh yeah, love is on the horizon for you. And it's somebody that you know. It is a dynamic, a friendship, a relationship, or the way that I see it is like the way that you are interacting with somebody is going to change, and then you are going to realize how amazing this person is. Yes, generous, professional, responsible, practical. I think it might be somebody that you work with. Somebody who's really hands-on in your life. Maybe somebody who's really earthy, goes hunting, or what else? Somebody who goes hunting. They're around you and you can't even see them because you're so steeped in worrying about, where is my person at? You know what I'm saying? You're kind of down a little bit. You're not seeing your worth, and you're not seeing like the beauty that's right around you, right around the corner. This King of Earth here, it says generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So this is your person right here to me with this Ace of Air. Communication, either it just began or it's just about to begin. You're not going to realize it because you're in this 9 of Air energy that says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights, which is why you have the Garden, which means that you need to be focusing on your self-worth and how great of a person you are, how great of a partner you are, how great of a lover you are, and kind of basking in that energy, because their communication between you and this person, I feel like it could be an earth sign. So that's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Could definitely be an earth sign, or it could just be a very earthy person, somebody who's into like construction or landscaping. They work with their hands, or they work with their body, or just somebody who's like really steeped in 3D. Could be like somebody who does banking or is really good with money or does like crypto or something like that. But whatever it is, they have a very earthy energy, and they have a lot of control over the earth realm and the earth plane. Could also be a boss is something else that I'm hearing. But I see the Ace of Air. So communication, messages, information, maybe somebody letting you know like, hey, I'm interested in you, or somebody offering you to come into some new, like, hey, come with me to this thing. And you might meet somebody there, or they might be a mutual friend that you go with the friend who invited you, you know? But the Nine of Air is the thing that, I don't want to say concerns me, but the thing that concerns me. Expecting the words, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. Like, you're not going to be able to see them because the reality that you are creating for yourself right now is so self-defeating, because you're just like, you're wondering what's wrong with you and da-da-da-da-da, and you don't understand that your person is already in your proximity. They're already in your field. If you don't know them yet, somebody that you know already knows them. You know what I'm saying? So they're very close. You need to perk up and cheer up, light up, so that their light can find you. Let's see, we need to work on container expansion, out of your comfort zone and keep going. Yeah, so you're somebody, oh yeah, and limiting beliefs. So you are only used to a certain type of relationship. Your expectations for relationships are pretty low. Is that the word that I want to use? Container expansion. I just feel like you need to know that you can have more than what you've experienced in the past. That's what I will say. Because the person with this King of Earth, this person is going to be like financially in a better space than you. And or their lifestyle will be like a bit more lavish than yours. And I think that makes you feel uncomfortable, and it immediately blocks you off from a certain type of caliber of person, certain type of caliber of partner. You don't even look at them. You don't even look at those type of people as an opportunity or an option for you. Again, with this gardener, because you do not see your own worth. And then with the garden, I'm hearing like also you can cultivate a lot of beauty in people. You can cultivate these riches in this person. And so two things. It's either a person who you would deem to be out of your league. I definitely think for most of you, you feel like certain people are out of your league, so you don't even expect it. And so it makes you like worry, and it makes you feel not good enough and all this type of stuff. And then for another person, it's like, you are going to be the one that really cultivates them to become this more expanded, generous, responsible, financially well-off, luxuriously living type of person. But I definitely feel like for the majority of people, you just don't realize your true worth. I'm going to go ahead and read the garden. Honor yourself as the beautiful person you are, trusting in life as it is. The garden is lush and fertile when she is healthy, barren and forbidding. What? Okay, the garden is lush and fertile when she is healthy, barren and forbidding when she is neglected. She ebbs and flows with the seasons, is still when she needs to be, and full of color, life and nourishment when the timing is right. She bursts with fruit and flowers and attracts all good things to her. Animals and people come to marvel at her beauty, enjoy her cool shade, inhale her fragrance, and restore themselves. In a world where we are constantly under pressure to be active, the idea of the garden rather than the gardener can seem far too passive. In this context, however, to be passive means to be peaceful and in a state of trust, trusting that all you need is available to you without having to hunt it down. Modern women will wonder how long they need to wait for a suitable gardener to come along, while modern men may feel they already have enough to do without having to nurture the feminine in their lives as well. The truth is that we all have an inner garden and gardener. And the true abundance develops in your life when you maintain a healthy balance between the two. You have drawn this card today because your inner garden is in need of some attention. Be sure to reconnect yourself to the feminine cycles of nature by spending time in an actual garden and tuning into the vibration of the season, and by enjoying a healthy meal made only from fruits and vegetables that are in season. Filling a vase with fresh flowers, or by spending time outside where you will be exposed to the climate and environment. Consider the blessings and bounty around you. Consider the blessings and bounty you have to share with those you love. Honor your own inner cycles and see yourself once more as the beautiful person you are. So yeah, you're just not seeing yourself for all that you are. You're frustrated. You feel like you're out, you're dating, you're not really hitting it. You're finding hit or misses. You're not necessarily like unhappy in life because of it, not at all. You're fine, but it's just like this little thing in the back of you. I'm gonna read, who's that? Bridget. I'm gonna read Bridget because Bridget has a question. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's long, but I'm just gonna pull out the question for you to contemplate. 162. Bridget represents the essence of an inner dawn and the healing that comes from knowing that the best is yet to come. And then I'm gonna skip all of that. There's that moment when you're making your way through the dark and suddenly, after what feels like days, months, or even years, a ray of light comes through to you. A lightning happens. Each step isn't quite as hard to make as the one before, and you feel a great shift begin. As if now you're headed towards something new, something even brighter. Bridget is the essence of that first flame, that first ray of light. Bridget reminds us that the darkness never lasts. Bridget's eternal flame represents the truth that the light never leaves us and can never be extinguished. It simply gets obscured or blocked from us. She reminds us that every day is actually filled with light. There are many days and many times in our lives when we endure thick clouds cover, when the flame that exists within us is blocked by pain and confusion. Bridget is the sweet sound that reaches us in the dark and reminds us that we have never been on this journey alone. Bridget is our sign that the dawn is here because we have made it through the dark winter. When we can lift our head, the healing has happened, and now each next day is bound to be brighter. So the question that I want you to ponder here is, what allows me to feel light more often every day? So you got to get up out of this worrying energy. You got to get up out of this 9 of air. Do you see how these unicorns are just like kind of lethargic? You know what I'm saying? They're looking kind of lazy. They're looking kind of drowned out. They're looking kind of blah. They're just like, you have this one, but even his eyes are closed and they're all just kind of like, they look exhausted really. And it just makes me think of lethargy, and it kind of makes me feel like that's the energy that you're in. But with the Bridget, it's time to kind of wake up and to see the light within yourself, which is what the garden is also asking you to do. Also, something that's coming up for me as well is, for whoever this pile is, you are somebody who maybe isn't like a hustle and bustle type of person. You're very emotional. You may be like a homebody. You may be somebody who is an empath or gets easily energy sensitive. And so you feel like it's hard for you. The reason that you're having struggles with worthiness, I'll say, is because you don't feel like you're really, the king of earth is such a go-getter. You don't feel like you're that type of woman. I don't want to say that you're not like a boss babe, a boss bitch, blah, 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 blah. But like, you have a much more lighter, softer, airier energy that you must cultivate. Self-care is extremely important for you. And so because you're not like, you know, this fast acting lawyer or like Instagram influencer, and you're like doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that, you feel like having this king of earth type of energy, this super supportive, luxurious type of, not luxurious, but like, you know, financially stable, like for real, like can take really good care of you or whatever. You kind of don't feel like you deserve that or you can have that because you are not that. And what I want to tell you is that you don't have to be, because the good thing about relationships is that they are balancing acts. And You don't have to be your partner. You need to be your partner's reciprocal. So if you are very good at your self-care, about your lightness, about your, I don't want to say relaxation, but taking care of yourself and holding that more receptive flow, while your partner is more of a active, out there, go-getter, building, getting so-and-so, that is a match that will work. So I don't want you to count yourself out of certain caliber of partners or men because you don't feel like you do the same thing that they do. Please understand, especially if you're a woman, you don't have to. Your energy and your magnetism is the only thing that you have to do. And so that's why for you, it's all about working on building that energy up within you. And then last but not least, we have self-talk. And then I'm going to close this baddie out. What number is self-talk? 11. But yeah, your person is definitely like in the field. He's close by. When I consciously practice self-talk that is kind, gentle, and compassionate, I am empowered. I notice when my self-talk puts me down, tells me I'm unworthy, or dismisses my hopes and feelings, my energy immediately drops, my mood follows, and I start feeling disempowered. That is this right here. Your self-talk with that 9 of air, ace of air, your self-talk is like huge for you, okay? I'm gonna read that again. I notice when my self-talk puts me down, tells me I'm unworthy, or dismisses my hopes and feelings, my energy drops, my mood follows, and I start to feel disempowered. When I consciously give life to an inner voice that encourages me, believes in me, and allows me to make mistakes, I start to relax and feel more hopeful. I feel more energized, more confidence increases. My self-talk is a powerful tool in supporting and empowering me around my dreams, desires, and visions. And the affirmation: when my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. And then you have the wheel. A time for positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So things are going to start moving for you in the relationship field fairly soon and fairly quickly. Things are moving in the right direction. And that's why it's so important for you to be building yourself up, throwing yourself in all type of self-love, accepting yourself, forgiving yourself, and talking really good about yourself, and understanding that you are worthy for like the richest of richest men, or the most, confident of confident men, just as you are. You are perfect as you are. Because like I said, as the wheel is turning, it's going to turn where you tell it to turn, based off of how you talk to yourself, based off of how you see yourself. And with that container expansion, it's time for you to, just because you've been living a certain way and you think that you're a certain type of person, you don't have to be stuck there. You are so much more. You need to see that. It's very important. That is what I have for you. If you would like to do a more in-depth reading, you can always book a private session down below. What else? Please comment if this resonated with you. And then what else do I want to put? What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, like the video. I wholeheartedly appreciate you. I hope that you guys take this advice, because the one is around the corner. They're in the vicinity. They're in your block. Like they're right there. You're just not really seeing it because you've got to change the way that you're thinking, okay? And you have to realize that you're already good. You don't got to get good because you already are good, So that's what I have for you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Peace. Hello to my pile twos. We are going into your... what's the name of this reading? How to call in the one. Pick a card reading. You chose the amethyst. Let's take a look at what's going on. How do you call in your one? Ooh, worthiness. Okay. Oh, look at how she's like looking at herself. Like this is like adore yourself. See the beauty in you. The beauty that you see in you is the beauty that others see in you. If you're doing all this makeup and hair and clothes, your worthiness is not in anything physical. It has nothing to do with how much designer you have on. Nothing to do with how much makeup you wear. Nothing to do with, most people look like this and I don't look like that. It's an inside thing. You reflect how you see yourself to the world, okay? So I don't care what type of clothes you have. I don't care how your hair looks. I don't care about any of that stuff. I want you to start looking inside of you and seeing the beauty inside of you. The worthiness lives within. It's impossible to live with on the outside. Because we're more valuable than clothes. We're more valuable than makeup. So there's no way that those things make up your worth when they are worth less than you are, if that makes sense. Inspired, moved, stimulated, and challenged. So you need inspiration. I think that you need some inspiration, and I think you're lacking some inspiration because of how you compare yourself to the outer society's standards. Ooh, the cosmic egg. Ooh, that's powerful. The cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. For somebody who's watching this, you are pregnant right now. You are pregnant right now. And you want to know if you and your partner, you and the father of your child, is going to be together. Somebody's pregnant watching this, I'm telling you. And then, oh my God, I love the way these cards come together. Then you have ageless beauty. With grace, dignity, and strength, I grow into the unique texture of my feminine soul. Boy, 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 boy. You need to step into that divine feminine energy, into like the essence that is you. When you step into that essence, you will not be able to keep them away from you, if you understand what I'm saying. Do you hear me? For whoever this is, you better get yourself out of the traditional standards of beauty. Even if you are following all of the trends or whatever, the it girl and that girl looks or whatever, get away from that and start to find the true inner look. Don't look like everybody else. You have your own unique, divine, feminine, goddess, essential way of expressing. And when that is released into the world, you'll have so many partners to choose from, you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be like, how the hell? So many quality people. So many quality partners. You're going to be like, how do I do this? Because you're a goddess. Especially if you chose this, what's this, Lord, what's the name of the crystal? Amethyst. You have a very magnetic quality to you. And there's a lot of purple here. You have a very magnetic, royal, something about your energy draws people in. Specifically, it draws men in. And when you get into that magnetic version of yourself, through seeing the actual and true beauty in you, boy, 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 you're going to have like 3 to 5 different people who are going to be suitable husbands that are like, sometimes I struggle because it's like, I want to make this general for everybody and I don't want to talk specifically to women, but I'm talking specifically to women. It is what it is. There are going to be suitable husbands, suitable supporting partners for you, like 3 to 5 of them that you're going to actually have to make the choice. Let's see what the tarot has for you. What do we have? Okay, first thing we have 9 of Earth. Boy, I'm telling you. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So, but look at her. Is she not just a little baddie fairy, angel? She is so beautiful. And so this really makes me think of like luxuriating. 9 of Earth is all about that. This is a lot of Venus energy. This is very Taurian energy. And so this is like embracing your beauty, walking in it, living in it, and embodying it. But it's a true beauty. I think that's what this is trying to get across to you. Like, you've got to see and like bask in your true beauty because you don't see it. You're a beautiful person, I think, aesthetically, like, you know, you have a nice face and but you're not digging into like the true energetic, magnetic, cosmic egg, divine feminine beauty. And then again, I still think that there's somebody pregnant because, you know, like when you're pregnant, you just like radiate, you know what I'm saying? And whoever is pregnant, they got a couple of different people who's on the roster, okay? They know who they want to be with, and the one that you want to be with is the one that's not worthy. I'm sorry to say it. Because of the type of energy that you have with this royal type of magnetic quality that you have, you need somebody who's going to be able to handle that. You need somebody who's going to be able to handle that. But you don't believe that you have this energy. People have lied to you, your family and friends. It's like you live amongst people where you are one of the most beautiful people inside and out. And it's like sometimes our light is too bright for others. and they want to dim us down. And they've done a lot of like, oh, that hair doesn't look good on you. Oh, them clothes don't look good on you. Oh, you could lose a lot of weight. And they've critiqued you a lot because they want to take you out of this natural magnetic beauty that you have because it intimidates them. And you have to find that back in yourself now. 6 of air. Yeah, there's going to be people that you need to walk away from. You're even dealing, I know this is a singles reading, but you're dealing with people who aren't even who aren't even worthy, but it's because they're comfortable. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, because who you actually are on a magnetic divine feminine larger scale is way more powerful, impactful, and intense than where you currently lie. 6 of air says things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, and taking a trip. But this is going to happen when you begin to see yourself in the proper light. And when you begin to remove yourself or just remove access to the people who don't have the capability of seeing you in the proper light. Anything that's like in your comfort zone, which you're used to, you got to go, because those things do not really bring out the best of who you are. It doesn't put you in your best, in your worthiness. It makes you, it just takes, I don't like it. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like it. I don't like it. Sorry. And we have the moon. Archangel Haniel. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. I'm telling you, with this moon card and the psychic, whatever, you guys are super intuitive. You guys are like high priestesses. What's on the bottom of the deck? 10 of air, but you don't believe it. The level of magnetism in your energy field is wild. Like I can't feel it, but I can see it. I can sense it, and it's a beautiful thing, but you don't embrace it. Last card, for real, for real. 3 of water. You got to celebrate yourself more. Celebration of wedding, graduation, birth announcement. I'm told you somebody's pregnant. The need to have more fun. So you've got to like embrace yourself way more than what it is that you're actually doing. I'm going to go ahead and read worthiness. I'm going to read some of these to you, and then we'll see what else comes up for me, if anything else. Here it is. Ooh, you guys, this energy is so beautiful. You have a naturally like such a beautiful energy. And once you find that and get into that, embrace that, trust that, I think that you know it. It's just that nobody in your environment before has ever like encouraged that within you. And the only reason that they haven't encouraged it, like I said, is not because you aren't worthy. It's simply because it's intimidating. Not everybody carries the energy that you carry. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin. Worthiness. Remember that you were created perfectly by loving forces of the universe. Believing that you deserve to be loved is a very powerful state of mind and way of being. You have drawn this card today because your angels and guides would like to encourage you to understand one very important fact. You are the only one who can truly decide that you are deserving. No one else has that right. Yet we give this power to other people and even to trends and fashion time and time again. No matter who you are or what you have done during your life, it is unlikely that every person you meet will like you and want the best for you. It is possible to spend your entire life analyzing why certain people form their opinions they do. It is also possible to spend your entire life trying to please them and make them like you, as though this will make you a better person. Consider now the choice you have before you and choose to accept that you deserve love, happiness, supporting relationships, friendships, companionships, and all good things now. Not because somebody else has said so, but because you are responsible for the quality of your own life. There's nothing in the universe that guides you or finds you wanting. There's nothing in the universe that judges you or finds you wanting. You are not expected to be perfect. One of the defining factors of a soulmate relationship is that you will grow and evolve together. Take a moment now to look at yourself in the mirror. Yes, really. Look into your own eyes and notice your miraculous uniqueness. The universe would not have created you if you were somehow faulty or defective, useless or unimportant. So from now on, remind yourself that the loving forces of the universe created you, and that you naturally deserve to love and be loved just as you are. You are so good enough, and I'm telling you, it's just the environment that you're in that does not support you in that for whatever reason. And that's not your business to be figuring out. It's your business to figure out that you are worthy and to go instill that in yourself so that you can live the life that you want to live. Like, you can't really do anything for the opinions of others. Let's see how we can manifest the one real quick. How can my amethyst, those who chose the amethyst pile, what do they mean? How can they go ahead and manifest? We have daily routine. Create a daily routine Lord, I can't read my own writing. I don't know, create a daily routine to get yourself into a new reality. So for you, I think it might be important. You might be you might have a lot of Virgo energy where like you kind of are into perfection and you like for things to look a certain type of way. So I feel like for you guys, creating a daily routine, something that makes you feel good about yourself. So what practices can you do that will allow you to feel really inspired in yourself, to really allow yourself to open up? Okay. So how can you inspire yourself? How can you light yourself up? So maybe, every day you get up and simple things, you make your bed. Maybe you drink a nice hot cup of tea, do a little meditation. Maybe you do set a timer, do a 5-minute journaling. Maybe you listen to a frequency, but something that really empowers you. Create a block of time somewhere, a daily routine in the beginning, the middle, or the end of the day that pours back into you, that says to you, I am worthy and deserving of this time to pour into and to love myself. Let's read the Cosmic Egg. I can't believe that card comes out very rarely. Okay, that is a rare card. It says, I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. The cosmic egg is the core symbol of the divine feminine's creative force. It is a spiritual motif found in the creation myths of countless cultures and civilizations. It represents a birth, a new beginning, or an expansion of life. This is what literally wants to come out of you. In the Rig Veda, your whole life wants to transform if you will let it. And I feel like you've been trying to transform your life on a surface level, and now it's time to transform your life on an internal level. And yes, love and romantic partnership will come in, but so many other things. You are right on the precipice of opening a flood of so much beauty into your life when you decide to truly see the inner worth. I don't care, like I said, I don't care about your hair. I don't care about your nails. I don't care about none of that. I need you to do things that make you feel on the inside really good. I don't care what you look like on the outside. How do you feel on the inside? You got to stop listening to the people, places, and things around you. They don't have your best interest at heart. In the Rig Veda, one of the oldest texts in the, I'm skipping that, sorry. It says, when your soul selects this card, nothing needs to happen. Everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe inside you. All life emerges from within you. If you used to try to exert pressure for something to exist before it's ready, the new life within you won't have the time to fully form. Sorry. The cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within each one of us. It's the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expression of life. If we allow that within us to emerge in divine timing, in kairos or soul time, then what's within us will transform us. The egg is the trust that what is ours can never be taken from us. So there's no need to answer the ego's push to rush the process, to impress others, or to complete something on someone else's timeline. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred, that even in the midst of what looks like chaos or delay or even death, there's a tendril of new life that needs only our trust and eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. The soul voice meditation, this is what you need to ponder on. The question you need to ask yourself: Where am I ready to expand? It's time for you to expand. And I think the daily routine is like, ask yourself, where do I need to expand? And then create a very simple practice, 1 or 2 things that you can add into your life every single day to start calling in a new reality that embraces you more, that shows you your value and your worthiness more. And it's not that you need to prove to yourself that you are worthy. It's that you need to accept the fact that you are worthy and then treat yourself like you are worthy. I'm not telling you to go and like find ways to make yourself worthy. That's not a question. You are. So now because you are worthy, go ahead and treat yourself like you are worthy, because right now you don't. You don't, and that's not fair to you. One last thing I'm gonna read and then we out of here. We're gonna read The Ageless Beauty, number 5. As each year passes, I am more and more inspired to live with strength, beauty, and grace. I understand that embracing my wholeness, all my gifts, mysteries, mistakes, and shortcomings is vital to my aging process. Therefore, I live my own life and no one else's. With every passing decade, I grow into the depth, power, and unique texture of my feminine soul. As I do so, I recognize the importance of releasing my younger self, as well as those parts of myself that over-adapt, over-give, and over-accommodate at the expense of my own well-being. The card affirmation is: with grace, dignity, and strength, I grow into the unique texture of my feminine soul. If you just want to take those lines, with grace, dignity, and strength, I grow into the unique texture of my feminine soul, and make that your daily affirmation, that's a part of your daily routine. Like, it could be something as simple as just say this one sentence to yourself once a day in the morning, or maybe 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? But this is really about embracing who you are. For some of you, if you're concerned about your age has nothing to do with this. If you are on the older side, age is beautiful because it comes with wisdom, and the magnetism of a woman as she grows is amazing to me. There was one more thing I think I wanted to say for you guys. People pleasing, overgiving, listening to other people's opinions about you, your family and friends is like your main downfall to me. You've got to start moving on from those things, from their opinions about you. I'm not saying leave them behind, but you've got to learn how to leave their opinions behind. You know what I'm saying? Those are opinions, reflect them and not you. They see your beauty and it's triggering for them. This is happening subconsciously, so don't like go trying to fight anybody. It's triggering for them, and so they just like automatically do things to put you in a smaller box because they don't want to see you expand, really, because they can feel your magnetism just like I can, and they want to make you smaller. So think about that, contemplate on that, and feel the magnetism in yourself. And like I said, ask yourself how you can expand, what's ready to expand within me now. That is what I have for you. When you follow these practices, you will change your energy, and the one for you will come flooding right in, ready to take care and do whatever it is you need him to do. Thank you. Peace. Oh, if you resonated with this, go ahead and leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and like. Also, follow me on Instagram. The link is in my bio in the description box. And if you'd like to go more in depth on this, you can always book a private session with me. Now, thank you. Peace. Hello to my lovelies who chose the carnelian. We are going to take a look at what it is that you need, how you can call in the one for you, your romantic one now. First card we have is Silver Waterfall. So first thing we got is cleansing our energies. Lonely, isolated, alienated, and friendless. Ariadne, the mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. And lastly, listening to my body. My health is my life, the temple of my experience, and the greatest of my blessings. So for you, I feel like you guys hold on to and harbor a lot of energy from the past, and you have now isolated yourself. And it's like you are single and you want to be dating, but you're not getting out there. You're isolating. You feel like people don't understand you, and you're just kind of bogged down by a lot of past energy. With this Silver Waterfall, this card specifically comes with a meditation on how you can cleanse your energy using this image, or like imagining this image. So I'm going to read it to you I think what I'll do is like just post it, like stick it up here, and then you can just take a screenshot of it. But yeah, for you, really mainly what's necessary is energetic cleansing. Energetic cleansing, releasing old relationships, releasing things between, you know, your even friends and how friends have harmed you, releasing, you know, what your parents did and did not do correctly, and releasing yourself from this labyrinth in your mind that kind of keeps you separate from the world and what it is that you actually truly do desire. Let's take a look at your tarot. Because you need to listen to your body, but it's just like your body is so overwhelmed. Look at how she's like kind of swimming in water. Your body is so overwhelmed with past emotions and past energies and vibrations. It's uncomfortable to listen to. So you kind of just isolate yourself. So it's time to really clear that stuff out. You are your own block right now in this one right here. Guys, see half for those who chose carnelian. Yes, we have for those who chose. First thing we have 6 of water. So this definitely has to do with the past. Memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children. Romanticizing the past. So yeah, you guys hold on a lot of energy from your past situations. A lot of heartbreaks, a lot of hurt. I feel like definitely for some of you, your parents hurt you. For somebody, I think maybe you've in the past like had a bad relationship with your kids, not to trigger warning, but miscarriages or losing custody of your children, things like that. And you hold so much resentment and you're really hard on yourself. You harbor in a lot of energy. You don't think very highly of yourself, but it's really because you just have all of these energies inside of you, all of these like lower density vibrations that don't make you feel good. And you know that you need to, you know, feel good. You know that you want to have like a brighter frequency, a brighter vibration, and you really don't want to be around anybody right now while you're feeling like this. And that's why you're isolating. Either you're doing this consciously or unconsciously. You have balance, Archangel Zadkiel. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for a perfect timing. So yeah, you need to get it's all about your energy. You have a lot of past stuff that's kind of in the way. A lot of secrets, a lot of like misinformation. People have just not treated you very well, you feel. And you kind of, I'm so sorry to say this, but it's like you're living in victim mode. Whether you know it or not, you're kind of like in this victim isolation. And that's what's really, you want this love, but you're not letting go of the other stuff so that you can have it. You're not just deciding that you're good enough. You're not just deciding like, okay, these people had an issue with them and it affected me, or you know, they treated me a certain way because of the issues with them, and like moving on and still allowing yourself to have what you know you deserve to have. You're just kind of stewing, and you need to balance out your energy. And we have Page of Water. Yeah, something about your childhood and your innocence really bothers you. I think you guys could really use some inner child healing for sure. Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins, a new phase, heightened psychic abilities. So I think that that's what wants to come in for you, and that is what you desire. Yeah, and I think that there has been a past relationship that has really harmed you, but I just see the need for like really truthfully like clearing out your energy, because with that Page of Water, people see you, people like you, people want to come to you, but your energy is not inviting. Your energy is not inviting at all. Uh-oh, there's too many cards. Just give me one last card, please. Stop giving me 80,000 cards. All right, I'll take this one. The Star. Yep, healing is necessary. You got the 8 of Earth. Skilled workers rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. So I think it's this 8 of Earth is really about you working on yourself and getting back out there. it's time for you to get back out there, okay? It's time for you to do some inner work. Just all you really need. There's no whole bunch of inner work that needs to be done and blah, 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 blah. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to go ahead, clear the energy, make the decision to move on from the past, reclaim your power, and stop seeing yourself so much as broken. Like, see the wholeness in yourself. You got the High Priestess as the last card. Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. That's another one. Don't go trying to get yourself into situations and circumstances just because like you're in like this low defeated space and you want, you know, some love, you want somebody to see you or blah, 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 if that makes sense. Yeah, I just really feel like for this pile, all that's really necessary for you guys is cleansing yourself from the past. People around you see you, they want to come towards you, but they can also feel your energy, and your energy is not very inviting for someone to come into your life. You need to go ahead and see yourself as whole, see yourself as good enough, release yourself from the past, your childhood, a lot of, you know, disappointments that you've had from your mother and your father and things like that, and realize that their mishaps had everything to do with you because it affected you, but it was not because of you. It was because of their insufficiencies and insecurities. And like, you know, as a child, you kind of just reap the repercussions of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like there's a need for like really releasing things from trauma. So I think journaling would be very helpful for you. 8 of Earth, getting yourself back into even school, making new friends. If you want to go back to school or something like that, I definitely feel like you need to get yourself into a hobby. A hobby would greatly, highly help you. It would really re-empower you. So, because you even isolate yourself, I think, from people, like meeting new people, like you don't trust people and all this different type of stuff. So you really need to start digging back into your creative bag, getting back into, you know, just your okayness. And you want to, that's the thing. You want to get back out there in life again. You're ready. So I think the best way for you to do that is to pick up a hobby, whether you want to play a sport without listening to your body, or you want to take a painting class, or my hobby right now, I'm taking a singing class. Before that, I took a tarot class. I've been doing tarot for years, but I like hobbies. So I like to take classes. So for you, I think maybe if there's a course you'd like to take, if you're interested in something, go ahead and do that, because that's really going to help you to like regain your power within yourself, to see like how valuable you truly are. And it's going to soothe that inner child from not being able to express and do the things that it wanted to do. Right now, you really want to get out there and express, and I feel like that's how you are going to meet your person. It's through your getting back out there into your own self-expression. But when you finally let go of just all the density and energy from the past, the excuses, what people have done, and blah, 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 blah. So let's see. I'm going to pull one more card, and then I'm going to read your oracles, and we out. Because I think that yours is pretty self-explanatory. Like, I definitely feel like clear the energy, pick up a hobby. That's what I got for you. Let's go deeper. How can my pile of threes who chose carnelian go ahead and call in the one, their romantic partner for their life? What do they need to do with practice to call in their life? You've been sitting in isolation and sadness, and this happened to me and that happened to me, and retelling the same stories over and over and over again. And it's time to like bring some positivity back into your life now. It's just, that's it. Bring in some positivity. Hobby, I highly recommend. Open up. Yeah, like you're just afraid to be hurt. You're afraid. It says, allow your emotions to flow through you. Open up and just let life happen instead of bracing yourself. Yeah, it's like you're afraid to go around people because you don't know how you're going to be received. You don't know how you're going to feel. You don't want to be hurt again. And it's just like, at some point you have to have the courage. If you ever want to, have this romantic relationship, you have to have the courage to open up, or how does it happen? You'll just end up self-sabotaging the thing because you're so scared to open up. So let's read the oracles. We're going to start off with the silver waterfall, I think it's called. Yep. Boom. Stay balanced, healthy, and happy by raising your own vibration. Many people feel that they are always picking up on other people's negative energy. Ooh, that's another one with that lonely. Like, you're very sensitive to energy. How did I not see that? Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me put this book down because I relate to this so much. It's ridiculous. You are very sensitive to energy. You are a highly sensitive person. And a lot of people do not understand that. And they have so much energy and they're just like so disconnected, it seems. And so it's hard for you to kind of make these connections. But what really needs to happen is you have a lot of built up energy that you've stored just from having to like being forced to be around people that needs to be cleared up. You need to be open in your energy because you gotta allow that energy to move through you in order for you to be active, in order for you to be alive and all. And that's what the listening to your body is about. Yeah, you are a highly sensitive, highly intuitive person, and you've got to find a way to manage it. Eight of Earth, I think that's what that also was about. You've got to find a way to manage your sensitivity. Okay. Many people feel that they are always picking up on other people's negative energy and want to know how to protect themselves from this unpleasantness. They perceive the negativity to be out there and believe that if they could shield themselves from it, they would feel better. The truth is that we all carry negative and positive energies, and we all have times in our lives when we feel low. To feel truly lovable and abundant, you need to be able to engage with whoever and whatever comes to you without feeling like you need some form of defense. Not only does your aura or personal energy field experience the highs and lows of everything that's going on around you, so does your nervous system and the cells of your body. You are like a finely tuned instrument that is constantly testing the atmosphere for anything unusual, unfamiliar, or threatening. It's all out there, but barricading yourself against the world is not the solution. The best way to stay balanced and healthy in a busy world is to raise your own vibration in as many ways as possible. This means eating nutritious foods, looking after your body with rest and exercise, feeding your mind with uplifting material like beautiful music, books, movies, and regular contact with nature, and cleansing yourself at the end of each day. This is done not to protect you from anything negative, but as the angels prefer to describe it, to release anything that does not belong to you and anything you do not need anymore. This can also be done by following the process called the silver waterfall on the next page. It's the most beneficial at the end of the day, so you don't go to bed with more than you need. So this is the silver waterfall visualization practice. You can just screenshot this. Hold it right there for a second. Pause the screen and screenshot. So it says, sit or stand comfortably wherever you can and have a private moment. Imagine yourself standing under a glorious waterfall of silver energy and light. Let your imagination flow to picture a wonderful scene in a rainforest with the silver waterfall pouring out the sky. Feel the shimmering energy flowing through and over you, washing away energy that you don't need anymore, that doesn't belong to you. Feel it or visualize it draining away into the floor and being absorbed by Mother Earth. Let the silver waterfall flow as long as you need it to, picturing as much or as little detail as you like of the energy flowing through your aura, your hair, and every cell in your body. Let it drain away. Feel the refreshed light and energy that is all through you and around you, tingling and sparkling. So I would definitely practice that so that you can begin to let go of other people's stuff so that you can feel comfortable to open up. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the past, but it's just like you haven't learned how to manage your energy out in the world. And so you want to get out in the world, you want to be with people, you want to love again, you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to experience certain things, but you are uncomfortable because the energy is just high, especially with the time that we're in. Let me look at Ariadne. She gives you a question to contemplate. So let's see what your question is. Ariadne is a symbol of hope and the divine assistance in the step-by-step process we can take to move through a difficult time and to confront any injustice in our life. She helps Theseus because he's daring to end a pattern of madness. He's willing to do whatever needs to be done to stop injustice. She gives him the tools to create his desired outcome. He is successful because of her, and she assists him because he acts with courage. Her message is that our courage is always in some way rewarded. When we seek to end an unnecessary pattern or routine that is no longer serving us, Even though we initially created it in an effort to keep us safe, it can feel as insurmountable as facing the horned part man, part beast that lives in the dark maze inside of us. Pure terror. But the soul always wants our freedom. The divine is what liberates, not confines. It might feel like we can't find our way out of this situation, this maze, but we can. We can trust the soul knows the way through, and the spiritual support is given. Ariadne wants us to be brave so that she can fall in love with our actions. She's both a goddess and a human. She gets our fear, but she also knows just how much power we hold as well. The question that she wants you to contemplate is, what allows me to feel supported while doing the inner work? And the intention is the affirmation, my soul knows the way, and the only way is through. And I'm just going to read my body. I can feel my energy dropping right now. Wow, I think I can feel you. Woo. Jesus. This is for listening to my body. Your body has a lot of wisdom, and I feel like you've shut it down over the years because you've taken in a lot of stuff, you know, the density of the world and and you got to open that thing back up, because once you get comfortable with the energies that flow through and really have a practice of how to cleanse it, man, does the world become beautiful. Trust me, I'm in this process now. I put my health and well-being first. My health is my life, my body, the temple of my experience. By putting my health first, I put the quality of my experience first. I listen carefully to my body. Each day, I nourish myself, making the best choices I can for my food, my sleep, my relationships, and my spirit. I am on a healing journey that leads me to a deeper understanding of the incredible connections between my body, mind, and spirit. Slowly, I discover what works best for me. I learn what I need to do to experience positive health and well-being, to gradually heal the ailments or illnesses wherever possible, and to release poor habits or self-neglect. I love my wellness and take care of my energy. As I continue to heal myself, I am grateful for each day now. I am also grateful for the positive health of friends and family, and for knowing that true wellness is the greatest of blessings and the greatest of riches, the greatest of abundance. Card affirmation, my health is my life, the temple of my experience, and the greatest of my blessings. My overall guidance to you is to release the past, create some sort of energetic cleansing ritual that you can do daily, even little spot clearings, and begin to get back out into the world. Begin to feel yourself. There's a lot of things you want to do. Begin to feel yourself and get back out there. Learn how to embrace your powers, because with this high priestess, you're very spiritual. You're highly spiritual and in tuned. So instead of being afraid of that, learn how to support it and embrace it. And a lot of that comes through working with your body and caring for your body, so that you can really get back out there. And I think through getting back out there and enjoying life and whatever, that's where your person is. But while you're in isolation because the energy is too much and I don't see it happening. So that is what I have for you to call in the one. I appreciate you. If you like the video, please comment and let me know that it resonated. Like and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram. If you'd like to go deeper into this, you can also book a private session. Thanks so much. Peace.